Hello there, my name is Alaska and I have OCD. Today we are going to talk about OCD and depression. Depression was the first thing my mother, friends and doctors pointed out. Despite that, we remained ignorant on the topic. To me, these two demons seemed to give birth to each other. But depression established itself first. I had been feeling heavily depressed at least since the age of 16. Even though I was the embodiment of misery back then, I experienced a second wave of depression as a young adult around the age of 20. This time I was coming down of drugs, which only amplified my OCD further. Now let's focus on the period of my life when I was living in Athens. I think one of the best ways to describe depression is to describe myself back then. Keep in mind, this was before I met Autumn. Let me take you through a day from that time, hoping it paints a clearer picture for you. It's probably 7 AM and I haven't slept in 2 days. I'm desperately searching for the cheapest doctor available who can prescribe me something to help me sleep. In Greece, psychiatrists are among the most expensive doctors to visit, and back then even 50 euros made a huge difference to me.
Yeah, because now...
House. I'm probably lying in bed, still wearing the clothes I had on outside, clothes I haven't changed out of in 5 days. There is nothing clean to wear anyway. Everything I own is dirty and scattered across the floor. I can't even drag myself to the kitchen, which is an absolute disaster.
Hi there, it's Autumn. This channel is new and creating this content takes courage and bravery. It means a lot to us if you subscribe to the alternative OCD room. Wishing you all the best and bless you.
I have no energy at all. I'm smoking 2 packs a day, sometimes even more. The whole house is buried in trash, but I'm physically incapable of cleaning. I'm not eating, I'm dangerously underweight, and I'd rather spend what little money I have on cigarettes than food. The floor is littered with bottles, and a large part of the ceiling is swarming with small flies. Even if you tried, you can't see the floor. It is buried under the food wraps, pizza boxes, and other trash. Every couch and bed is scorched, likely from cigarettes or maybe even joints. Diet. I live mostly on pasta, cookies and cheap foods, spending every bit of money I have on cocaine and pills. My ribs are visible. I'm dangerously thin. Drinking hard liquor first thing in the morning isn't unusual for me. To suppress my hunger and quiet my stomach, I consume massive amounts of caffeine, Monster Energy, coffee, Coca-Cola, and other stimulants like sugar and cocaine. Later in life, I will also use Ritalin and amphetamines. Essentially, I spend my days drinking Coca-Cola, smoking cigarettes, eating crepes, and staying sleepless just to listen to music, sometimes even for 3, 4, 5 days straight. The result is becoming a scary warning clip about the dangers of mental illness. City. A quick parenthesis. The city is beautiful and I had the opportunity that I wanted so much to show Autumn Athens, and all was magical and perfect, thank God. But Athens isn't just the beautiful sights and the magical yellow starry lights. Athens is also homelessness, poverty, lack of education, racism, xenophobia, trauma, anxiety medications, antidepressants, disrespect and crime. Athens is walking down the street, passing people with syringes hanging from their legs, smiling at you in broad daylight at noon. Athens is violence, frauds. Athens radiates beauty and spirit, yet beneath the surface it's plagued by rotten organs. So much wasted potential. It's truly sad.
So, what I forgot? Surroundings. I had just broken up with my ex and found myself surrounded by the worst crowd. Criminals, sick-minded individuals, and others who could even be dangerous. The situations I was in were tragic, and I witnessed some truly disturbing things.
I had only one good friend. The city is undeniably precious and beautiful, but the people aren't what you'd hope for. Mental impact. Furthermore, my mind feels completely different. The constant mix of taking pills, eating poorly, and not sleeping makes me feel like I'm living with constant amnesia. Strangely, I almost enjoy not to be able to remember anything. I keep forgetting entire conversations. Once I ran into my ex on the street and asked why she hadn't spoken to me in a month, only for her to remind me that it had actually been 6 months. I've completely lost track of time, dates, and everything else. My mind, in short, just isn't recording things properly. I can't concentrate without a cigarette between my lips. Stepping into the kitchen almost guarantees that something will break, and many times I find myself standing there, unable to remember why I went there in the first place. I'm constantly experiencing nightmares, cruel nightmares that over time turn into obsessions. By the age of 24, I had several heart attacks and strokes due to overdoses. I became a more anxious person and my brain turned hostile. I can't exist inside my head anymore. I need something to silence everything and promote peace. I can spend months to a year living inside my room, with the exception of going out to buy liquor, cigarettes, drugs, and weed. The only good thing was the music. Getting ready and listening to it in the dark felt truly wonderful. OCD. I write poems, texts, lyrics, and in my journal, I love writing and do it constantly, but not in the usual way. Sometimes I'll take drugs and let my hand guide itself. I don't write just for others or myself. I write to ensure God knows my intentions and how I feel. Right now, it is incredibly difficult for me to confront or even recall traumatic experiences, let alone express concerns about my mental health. Even the thought of it fills me with anxiety. Thank you very much once again. Thank you for watching our videos. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking our videos. Even though we aren't so many, I truly appreciate you. Thank you very much. Bless you and peace. Okay.